camera screen.
Hang on. Well, let's set this up, shall we?
Yeah.
For the benefit of anyone watching this on demand afterwards and not here live, we're in the middle of our global networking session on the 20th of February, 2025. And this is the bit where you all get to relax a bit because it is rather fast paced. And we do what we call the TAD talk. I'm waiting for the lawsuit from TED. The TAD talk stands for the arts debate. So it's legit. And it's only 10 minutes, so it's TAD. It's a TAD of a webinar. So Darragh's going to share his screen and give us 10 minutes on 5 tips on how to maintain performance and health. So Darragh, do you want to try and share and we'll see? Oh, I can see it already. That's working perfectly. Can everyone see Darragh's screen? Excellent. Now, shall I spotlight you? Would that be a good idea?
Possibly, yeah, possibly.
Let me try and do that. And I'm spotlighting you now. Can you still see Darragh's presentation, everyone? I'm getting nods and thumbs up from Noy. Thank you. So, Darragh, all yours, 10 minutes. Thank you very much.
Awesome. So, guys, it's an absolute pleasure to be part of the community. This is my first call, and I've really enjoyed the breakout rooms. It's absolutely fantastic. And I'm the founder of the DG Academy. Basically, what I do is I work with high performers and I help them prioritize their health and live a more fulfilling life. And in today's presentation, I'm going to be discussing 5 tips to maintain your performance and your health. So the 5 things I'm going to be discussing are around your sleep, your exercise, your diet, your stress management, and habits as well. So I've been coaching 13 years. I've coached hundreds of people over the last number of years. And from my coaching experience, if you have these 5 in a pretty good place, I can guarantee you're going to be a very healthy person. They don't need to be perfect, but if you have these 5 good, I can guarantee you're going to be pretty healthy. So I'll crack into the first one, which is the most important one. So your sleep, okay? So why should you prioritize your sleep? So sleep is a crucial component for your overall health and well-being. So numerous studies have shown that sleep deprivation can have detrimental effects on both your physical and mental health. So that can be linked to increased obesity or risk of obesity, heart disease, stroke, and a weakened immune system. And something I found out a few months ago, which blew my mind, was if you're somebody who gets less than 5 hours of sleep consistently per night, your risk of mortality increases by 15 to 20%. So that's down to like your body just not recovering properly, your quality of sleep being poor. And all of you guys here, you're here to network, you're here to improve, you're here to learn, you're here to give value to other people, no matter what your goal is in life. I hope you all have health goals and you want to get fitter and stronger, but I'm pretty sure you have goals with your business and your career. No matter what your goal is, sleep needs to be the foundation block for your health. Without it, everything else gets much harder. And how to improve your sleep. Okay, so there's a few different things. I'm probably sure you've seen some of these before. Some of these may be new for you. So number 1 is to optimize your sleep, your evening routine. So establish a consistent bedtime routine, and such as taking like a warm bath, reading a book, or practicing light stretching to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. So for example, when you're done working, you close your laptop, you know you're finished work for the day or whatever you may be doing. Do that with your sleep as well. So for me, I know when I'm stretching before bed, I'm signaling to my brain that it's time for me to get ready for bed. And I put in here in capitals, PS, do not doom scroll before bed. I can't emphasize enough how impactful in a negative way in terms of your sleep quality and the length of sleep you're getting as well. And then number 2 is stick to a consistent sleep schedule. So go to bed and wake up at the same time each and every day, even on the weekends. And I do apologize. I know I sound like the fun police and I try my best to make it sound entertaining, but it is boring, but it is very important for the quality of your sleep, because if you're sleeping well, you're going to perform well. If you perform well, you're going to perform better in your career and your business or whatever you're doing day to day. Number 3 is create a sleep-friendly environment. So keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet if you can. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows, and consider using blackout curtains. But if you can't get blackout curtains, I use an eye mask instead, just to keep any lights away and possibly waking me up during the night. And then the 4th one then is de-stress before bed. So this could be part as your like wind down exercise or exercises. So engage in relaxation techniques such as deep breathing exercises. Could be like meditation, for example, or yoga. Whatever you like is up to yourself. The goal here is to help you reduce your anxiety and help you to reduce your stress, which can interfere with your sleep. And if you had a stressful day, my recommendation is I advise writing before bed to get things off your chest. So what I like to do before I go to bed, I have my diary, my 3 wins for the day, X, Y, and Z. What are my goals for tomorrow? How do I want to attack tomorrow? How am I going to show up? And then sometimes I write about whatever random things, but if I had a bad day or a stressful day, I'll write it out to get off my chest. So I'm not thinking about it before I go to bed. Number 2 then is your exercise for overall health. So I broke it into 3 different components. Number 1 is strength training. So that strength training is incorporating exercise like weightlifting, resistance bands, body weight exercise, for example, and to build muscle and to improve your strength as well. Number 2 is your cardiovascular exercise. So this is like things where you're getting your heart rate elevated, you're breathing heavy. Could be running, cycling, swimming, hiking, high intensity interval training. And this is to improve your heart health and your cardiovascular endurance as well. And number 3 then is your mobility work, or recovery work probably would have been a better word for it. This is like your stretching, your foam rolling, mobility exercise to improve your flexibility, your range of motion, and your joint health. So look at or think of strength training as you're putting your muscles and joints under pressure. No matter what level you're at, you can still do this. If you never exercised before, you can do body weight. You can sit down on a chair and stand up. If you're experienced, you can start using weight. But basically, you're putting your body under stress in a safe way. Strength training is the quality of your life. So that's you when you age, you're getting up and down off the toilet with ease or not ease. It's when your grandchild runs in and shouts at you and you pick him or her up. Think of strength training for those reasons. Then think of cardiovascular exercise for like your longevity, by lengthening your lifespan as well, and for your heart health. And then your mobility work then is like your recovery aspect. So for all of my clients and anybody I know who's in relatively good health, having a combination of all 3 of these throughout the week is going to be very beneficial for your overall health as well. Then just some simple diet tips. So I'm not going to come on here and discuss saying carbs are bad, or a ketosis diet, or that eggs cause cancer, or that you have to do X, Y, and Z. Unfortunately, with social media, it's easy enough to go viral with poor information that can confuse a lot of people. So my philosophy around nutrition is simplicity. Like that's my main focus with nutrition. So the first one here is keep it simple. So with anybody's diet, my advice is avoid overly complex diet or fad trends. Okay, you don't need to have something that's complicated. Focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods that you enjoy. And my recommendation is, if you're looking at improving your diet or adding in a food or removing a food, just ask yourself, can you see yourself doing this for the rest of your life? If the answer is no, it's probably a good idea not to do it. But if the answer is yes, it probably is. Number 2, in terms of your diet, is I recommend everybody to track your food intake. So a food diary, but I prefer using an app to monitor my calorie and macronutrients. The reason why I like doing that and recommend it to my clients is it's a fantastic educational tool. It's not something you have to do for life, but if you practice tracking your food for a number of months, you'll understand about calories, you'll understand about macronutrients, you'll understand how to bank calories, a lot of things you can learn that's going to help you long-term with your health. Number 3 then is prioritize your macros. So ensure you're getting a good balance of macronutrients, which is your protein, carbs, and fats. And that's to support your goals and your overall health. If you're somebody who's active, or what I'd like to hope is after this, you become somebody who gets more active, 1 pound of protein, 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight is recommended if you're active. And then in terms of carbs and fats, they're a personal preference. Okay, so protein is something that you must be hitting on a daily basis, but your carbs and fats, you can chop and change those to meet your dietary requirements or whatever you like. And then the last one here is to maintain a calorie balance. So this is to adjust your calorie intake. So if you're looking to lose weight, you want to be in a calorie deficit. If you want to gain weight, you want to be in a calorie surplus. So when you start tracking your food and you have the right data in front of you, you get to make the right changes to adjust to meet your goals. And then stress management, I'm sure lots of people are stressed out or know a lot of stressed people. I know I do anyway. And unmanaged stress can lead to sleep disruption and deteriorate your mental health. So to combat this, it's important to incorporate effective stress management techniques, such as productivity strategies. For example, when you're working and you block out 90 minutes to draw X or to do Y, and then as soon as you're done, you should stop the work. But what a lot of people do is they go on their phone, they go scrolling on LinkedIn, whatever it may be. My recommendation is when you're done a task, do something else that's relaxing to help you recover properly. Include self-care days, relaxation practices. And the goal here is just to improve the quality of your life and give you control back over your life as well, because stress can be really damaging to a lot of people. And some examples of relaxation practices is like meditation, writing, breath work, stretching. The same ones I was mentioning in terms of like your evening routine to help you unwind. But whatever you like to de-stress, it could be going for a walk, it could be writing, it could be like whatever your thing is perfectly fine. Just have something to help you de-stress during the day. And then the last part then is building habits. If you have not read or listened to the book Atomic Habits, I highly recommend it. It's a life-changing book. It teaches you everything you need to know about developing habits and how to change your behaviors. But to kind of summarize the most important aspect of it for you guys and people in general is any bad habits you have, make them difficult to maintain. I'll give you an example. If you are somebody who binge eats, or if you smell chocolate, you eat too much of it, like I do that all the time. So that's why I don't buy it. So if I ever want to buy or eat chocolate, I have to go to the shop to purchase it. So if you have a food that you overeat, my advice is don't have it in your home. Make it difficult and make it ugly. Make good habits easy and appealing. So I hope after this presentation, you're all pumped up and you're ready to work out and do X, Y, and Z with your health. Leave out your workout clothes beside your bed. So when you wake up in the morning, they're there so you can go to the gym or do whatever your thing is. Track your progress. So track your goals, tick them off. The reason why I recommend ticking off your goals and your micro goals and your tasks is you get hit with dopamine. So if you go to the gym this week, tick it off. And then you get a release of dopamine, which is a pleasure chemical. And if you do that on a regular basis, you're reinforcing it to your brain that, hey, this is good, I like this. And then that's how it becomes subconscious over time. And also focus on one habit at a time as well. Don't try and do 2 or 3 things I'm mentioning in this presentation. Pick one and then stick with it for a while. And then just to summarize what I went through there, guys, is so to prioritize your sleep. So aim for like 7 to 9 hours per sleep per night if you can, focusing on good quality. Exercise regularly, a combination of strength work, cardio work, recovery work, aka like mobility, de-stress. Keep your diet simple, focus on nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains. Manage your stress, so practice stress-reducing techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or engaging in hobbies. And then build strong habits as well. So develop a consistent routine and stick to it to support your overall health and wellness. And I hope you got some value from the presentation, guys. But one thing that is great is I'm listening to Darragh or whoever you're listening to, but what I would love for you guys to do is take some action after today's presentation. So everything I summarized here, I would pick one of these and then focus on this for the next 30 days. Then you're working on it and making it towards a habit. And at any stage, obviously I'm part of the community. You can get me on LinkedIn, guys. And what I really enjoyed when Mark said at the start is to give some value and then you can get something in return. If I ever give you guys some value or any support, feel free to reach out to me. So yeah, that's the presentation, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mark, as well.
Darragh, thank you so much. There's a ripple of applause around the world there. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, please connect with Darragh. If you or anyone you know could use some guidance and perhaps an accountability partner as well, that's
the most important part, really, the accountability aspect.
Absolutely, yeah. I think March the 16th is the date on which most people cancel their gym membership, apparently. So do connect with Darragh. Thank you so much, Darragh. Just one quick question from me, and I'm happy for anyone else who's got any questions for Darragh. Can you work with people remotely?
Yes, everybody, not everybody, sorry. About 97% of my clients are remote. I have a handful I do in person because I like to see people. So yes, everybody I work with basically is done for your online remotely.
Okay, and I imagine you have different levels of intensity of frequency of sessions with you, do you?
It's a good question. It depends on, so basically whatever the person's goal is and whatever they can commit to, I'll work around that. So for example, I have some clients who will work out twice a week and some clients work out 4 or 5 times a week, but whatever the person's goal is, I'll work the plan around that and hold them accountable to achieve that goal.
That's great. Well, none of us can do any of our work without being healthy and relaxed and de-stressed. So that's great. Thank you so much, Darragh.
I appreciate you giving me some time today, Mark. It was great.
Yeah, that's very kind of you. Thank you.